Hi, I'm Cathy Thomas. A big welcome to Gerry Kent, co-owner and executive chef at the newly opened Public Legacy in Orange. Off his starters menu, he's sharing the delicious surprises of his sunflower hummus with garlic roasted mushrooms, served with made-in-house sourdough bread. Welcome, Chef. I mean, you make this wonderful hummus that's so unusual and so delicious.
I hadn't thought of it as unusual yet, but I appreciate you throwing that out there. As a kid, I loved sunflower seeds, so we're gonna do that. A sunflower seed hummus. Essentially, it's just sunflower seeds.
And they've been soaking?
Yep. You use warm water, you can do it in like 4 to 6 hours. 24 is better. I dehydrated some garlic cloves. I haven't actually used these before, but I'm gonna use them this time as a little bit of an example of, let's say someone buys garlic at their house, maybe it's not a horrible idea to dehydrate them and let them hang around before they get really sour.
Okay, but you could use fresh.
Totally could use fresh.
You got a nice juicy lemon there,
I do.
Chef.
I was really excited about
Yeah.
this. Maybe. I like to get it ground up as much as possible before I start adding oil.
Okay, scraping down the sides.
Scraping down the sides. I'm using an olive oil blend here.
Is it?
You can use extra virgin. They're just considered the flavor, right? So if the olive oil, extra virgin olive oil is extra peppery, as an example, just know that that's gonna come with the program.
Yeah. You want something fruity?
Just not to take away from
Or just neutral?
Neutral.
Okay.
Now salt, my favorite part of the sunflower seed program.
What are you looking for now?
Just a smooth consistency, not too thin. And again, soaking it longer will help you get that done. Now, tahini is a preference, so I really like it, but I don't want to use too much of it. But again, you can do whatever you want. I think the biggest thing here is just to not be fearful, right? Like, we're just cruising along. We've only added salt. We've only added lemon. See sunflower seeds. We add a little tahini, but if you don't have it, it's okay. Maybe you can give it a try.
Maybe just a little squeeze of lemon.
I like this about you. We're just working with acid here. So, acid, fat, safety features.
Yes. Feel safe, do you, Chef?
Yeah, real safe. All right, we'll let that hang out for a minute. So I'm gonna just start with a little oil here for bread, and I have some mushrooms here. We could crush these into here. We could leave them whole. We can cut them. You can cut them big, cut them small, cut them slices.
So if I wanted to, could I use different varieties of mushrooms?
Yes, I just brought cremini mushrooms today. At the restaurant, sometimes we mix it up. We use oyster mushrooms, portobello mushrooms. Keep in mind when we add salt, salt draws out moisture. So if you are working at home and your burner isn't as amazing as yours, we'd salt at the end. Otherwise, you'll end up boiling your mushrooms instead of sauteing them. And if you have herbs, it could be any kind. I just brought some chives here today. I also have some dry herbs here. This is parsley, basil, and a little red chili flake. So if you don't have fresh herbs, dry herbs also work. I brought some sourdough today.
Now look at this.
That we make.
You make the best sourdough.
Oh, you're very sweet. This happens to be a 30-year starter. So it's been around a long time. Yes, it takes a lot of time, but not really active time. Okay, notice that I didn't really move this around too much.
That's right.
Just gonna let it do its thing.
And that way they get the color of them.
Yes.
Initially, it's counterintuitive to let it sit and get brown and not stir it.
Exactly. I'm gonna give this a little toasting on both sides. If you have another pan or something to weight this down, it's always nice to get a little crust on there.
Oh, good
So a
idea.
little pressure, almost like a panini grill,
Yeah.
if you will. Too much surface area, steam happens, so you will want to take it off once we get a little crust to get the steam out of there. You just give a dollop. Give a little smear. Again, doesn't have to be complicated.
Beautiful.
I'm a big proponent of that little extra.
Oh, yeah.
And with acid comes a little bit more fat. Just a little bread there. That's essentially it.
I know this is on your starter menu, but I could use this as dinner.
For sure. And the leftover, you can use the sunflower seed spread as on a sandwich. You can use it as a base for a vinaigrette on a salad.
Thank you so much, Chef.
That's a pleasure. It's always fun seeing you. Thanks,
you.
Cathy.
Here's a quick tip from Melissa's. How about some beautiful baked apples from the slow cooker? Oh, they fill the house with tempting apple aroma. They're one of my favorite breakfast treats, but with a little whipped cream, ice cream on the side, maybe some crisp cookies, they can be scrumptious desserts. Use a melon baller to take out the core, about 3/4 of the way down, the bottom portion still intact. Dig in and turn that handle. Don't be shy. Mix brown sugar, cinnamon, and dried fruit, maybe cranberries, cherries, raisins, apricots. Spoon the mixture into the cavities, and then they go into the slow cooker, along with a 1/2 cup of apple juice around the sides. Cover and cook on slow setting for 4 hours. My slow cooker shifts to warm when the cooking is done, keeping those apples the perfect temperature. Yamola!